Okay, let's talk about something that I think a lot of us have been through. That really confusing, often frustrating moment when you're super angry and suddenly you start crying. We've always been told it's a sign of weakness. But you know what? Psychology has a completely different take on it, and honestly, it's way more empowering. So let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? You're in a heated argument, you're trying to stand your ground, be strong, make your point, and then your voice starts to shake. You feel those tears welling up. It literally feels like your own body is betraying you in that exact moment. If that's ever happened to you, trust me, you are so not alone.
So first up, let's just acknowledge this whole phenomenon. We're going to dive into why these tears feel so out of place, especially when all you want to do is project strength.
It is just so incredibly frustrating. You're worried that the other person is going to see those tears and think you're weak or that you're giving up or you just can't handle it. But that feeling of being misunderstood, it's usually the total opposite of what's really going on inside you.
And this really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's this clash between what we think it means, this old societal myth, and the fascinating reality of what's happening from a psychological standpoint.
So look at these two completely different interpretations. On one hand, you've got the societal myth. Crying when angry means you're weak, you're fragile, you've lost control. But then psychology comes in and says, hang on, that's not it at all. What it really is a sign that your system is so emotionally fired up, processing things so deeply that it's basically hit its maximum capacity. That's the big question, isn't it? If it's not weakness, then what is going on here? What's the biological reason for this? Well, let's dig into the science because it's actually pretty cool.
Believe it or not, those tears are actually your body's own sophisticated, built-in tool that it uses to protect you. It's trying to calm you down. It's a physiological response, not some kind of personal failure.
So the key idea here is something called emotional regulation overload. Think about it like this. Your brain is always working to manage your emotions, right? But an emotion as intense as anger, well, when that hits a certain peak, it can overwhelm the whole system. It's kind of like a circuit breaker tripping in your house when you plug too many things in. So here's how it happens, step by step. First, you've got intense anger. That's a high stress state. Second, your nervous system just gets overwhelmed by it all. So, third, your body's rest and calm down system kicks in to try and bring you back to balance. And the fourth step? The tears. They're basically a physical release valve for all that built-up pressure.
I love this analogy. It's like your body is a car that's speeding down a hill, and the tears are the emergency brake. It might be a jarring, sudden stop, but it's what prevents a crash. Your angry tears are your body's way of slamming on the brakes before your emotional state gets too intense to handle. Okay, so we know the how, but let's talk about the what. What do these tears actually say about you as a person? This is where we get to completely reframe the whole experience, from something to be embarrassed about to something that actually signals something really profound is going on inside.
And this is the absolute crucial takeaway. Crying when you're angry doesn't mean you're not tough. No way. It means you are experiencing that emotion with an incredible amount of intensity. It means you care a lot about whatever is happening, and you're processing it on a level that, frankly, many people don't even get to.
So let's break that down even more. This means you feel things very, very deeply. It also means your body's actually really good at its job. It is a powerful built-in system to keep you from being totally consumed by stress. And finally, it means you're not just skimming the surface of an issue. You are engaging with it on a really profound level.
All right, let's bring this all home. It's time to really change how we look at this whole experience and walk away with a totally new and much kinder perspective on what our tears actually mean.
So if you take anything away from this, let it be these points. Angry tears are physiological, not a flaw in your character. It's just your body trying to find its balance when it's overloaded. It's a sign that you are deeply, deeply engaged with what's going on. And most importantly, say it with me, it's a sign of intensity, not weakness.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. The next time you feel those tears coming, or you see them in someone else during a tense moment, maybe you won't see weakness. Maybe, instead, you'll see what's really there. The mark of a person who feels deeply, who processes profoundly, and whose body is working incredibly hard to find its way back to calm. Thanks for watching.